Let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about it. Have you ever looked at your dog and felt like they knew? Not knew where the treats are. Not knew it was time for a walk. I mean knew you. That moment when you're sitting alone in your room. No noise, no phone, no movement. Maybe you're stressed. Maybe you're sad. Maybe you don't even know why. And suddenly, your dog is there. No footsteps, no sound. You didn't call them. They just appear. They sit next to you. They stare. Not begging. Not excited. Just watching. Like they walked in halfway through a thought you never said out loud. And for a second, it feels unsettling. Almost like reality skipped a frame. Like a glitch in the matrix. Most people brush it off. They heard something. They smelled your emotions. They're just being dogs. But what if that explanation is too small? What if your dog isn't reacting? What if they're responding? Because almost 80 years ago, someone warned us this would happen. His name was Edgar Cayce. No technology, no science lab, just a quiet man from the early 1900s who would lie down, fall asleep, and begin describing the future. Wars, medical breakthroughs, global communication, thousands of predictions, many recorded decades before they came true. They called him the sleeping prophet, but near the end of his life, Cayce stopped talking about machines and inventions. His focus shifted to people, to stress, to something he believed was coming. He described a future where the world wouldn't collapse physically, but emotionally. A world overloaded with anxiety, disconnected, always rushing, always tense. And that's when he mentioned something strange. He spoke about dogs. Cayce believed dogs weren't random companions. They weren't just animals, humans, domesticated for convenience. He described them as guardians, living stabilizers. He believed that when human emotional balance started breaking down, dogs would begin to change, not visibly, but internally. Cayce described this change in 3 stages. He believed they would happen slowly, so people wouldn't notice. Wave 1, the detectors. This was the first sign. Scientists suddenly discovered dogs could sense things humans couldn't. Cancer, blood sugar, crashes, seizures, sometimes minutes before they happen. Doctors were stunned. Wasn't? He believed dogs could sense imbalance long before it became visible. Not just illness, disruption. Your dog doesn't just smell your body. They sense when something isn't right. Wave 2. The silent link. This is where things get interesting. Cayce believed dogs would stop relying on commands. Instead, they would begin responding to intention. Have you ever thought about taking your dog outside? And before you move, they're already at the door. Have you ever decided to leave the house, and your dog knew before the keys moved? That's not training, that's alignment, a silent exchange. Wave 3, the energy filters. This is the stage Cayce believed we're in right now. He said dogs would begin acting as emotional stabilizers when humans feel fear, anger, grief, stress. That energy doesn't disappear. Dogs absorb it. That's why they sit close when you're upset. That's why they won't leave your side on bad days. That's why they seem exhausted after emotional moments. They're not confused, they're working. Now, here's where things get uncomfortably in a good way. Biologist Rupert Sheldrake studied a dog whose owner returned home at random times. No schedule, no routine. Yet, the moment the owner decided to come home, the dog went to the window. Not when the car arrived, when the decision happened. No sound, no smell, just awareness. And researchers at Duke University discovered something else. When dogs and humans make eye contact, their brains begin to synchronize. Heart rate, hormones, neural patterns. They start matching. That's not obedience, that's connection. While science doesn't fully agree on how this works, the data keeps pointing to one thing. Dogs are far more emotionally tuned to humans than we ever realized. Cayce believed the earth goes through cycles, periods of calm, periods of transition. And during transitions, humans struggle. Technology moves faster than emotions. Information moves faster than understanding. Stress becomes normal. Dogs adapt. They always have. They didn't randomly end up with you. They didn't accidentally choose your house, according to Cayce. They're here to keep us grounded while everything else accelerates. Your dog, the one that chases its tail, eats grass, and stares into empty corners, might be doing more than you think. Next time your dog won't leave your side. Next time they show up exactly when you're overwhelmed. Next time they stare at nothing, look at them, and don't just say good boy or good girl. Say thank you, because if Cayce was right, they've been awake for a long time. The real question is, are we?